Hey guys, I'm Brienne with TwinFlameUnionWithin.com, and I wanted to make a video today because I've been working through a lot of financial blocks. Some of you have watched my previous videos. You'll know that I left my job of 11 years. I worked in a factory for 11 years, and to pursue my life purpose, which I enjoy very much, but I've been working through some financial blocks, and I was doing this the other day, and a lot of times when I'm working through things, like God will place an image in my mind, and it kind of helps me to understand what I'm working through, or I'll be given an analogy. But this kind of goes back to like Abraham Hicks. If you're familiar with her teachings, you know, she talks a lot about your vortex and raising your vibration and things like that. So I did this drawing. I'm going to show it to you guys here in a second. So what I was experiencing in my financial blocks was that I was looking outside of myself, and I was looking at, you know, because I'm a twin flame coach, and when I would see other coaches receive clients, or I would think, you know, I would feel like a panicky feeling. I'd feel like, oh no, like they took my good. In truth, they didn't take anything from me. It's just those lack feelings in my consciousness that I was experiencing, and I knew that it was something that I needed to work through because, yeah, I just want to get past that. So, trying to go back to where I was. So I made this drawing, and I don't draw very good, so you can laugh at this. I'm laughing at it too. But so if you think of Abraham Hicks and how she speaks of the vortex, and you also think like we're all God's children, right? And God is abundant. And because we were created by God, we are everything that, if God is abundant, we are abundant because we're God's children, completely abundant. And the only reason that you may be feeling like you're not abundant is because of lack consciousness, you know, feelings of you're not worthy, or you're not your value, or you see that somebody has something that you want and you think that, oh, I'm just not good enough for that. It wasn't meant for me. It could be many different things. So because we're all abundant and we have the power within us to heal the lack consciousness, and you bring in the vortex theory by Abraham Hicks. So basically, when you think of it, like, well, I'll just show you the picture now. So here we go. Let me see. Okay, so we each have our own vortex, right? And we have all this good floating around us, and all you have to do is raise your vibration to that. But if you're not loving yourself, and you're not healing your upsets, and you're not raising your vibration, then you're going to continue to experience lack. And see, I drew this diagram because this was kind of like how I was feeling a few weeks ago. But see, here's me, and I'm like, see all the good around me, and I'm not even seeing it. Like it's completely there for me to receive it. But instead, I'm looking at externally, I'm looking at others, and I'm seeing all of their good, and I've got my eyes on their good, and I'm like, okay, well, I want their good, but their good is not for me because I have my own good. Like, I'm in my vortex, they're in their vortex, they're not taking from me, and I'm not taking from them. I'm completely abundant, and so are they. And all I have to do is tap into my vibration or my abundance by raising my vibration, which means by healing the upsets within me or the lack consciousness. And the more that you do this, and the more that you're open to receiving, you're good. That's what that says right there. It says good. It's kind of, I guess it's backwards in the camera, but So as you raise your vibration, you're open to receiving your good. And that's just it. Like, so I'm going somewhere with this, but we are all abundant. And I know I've said that many times in this video. I'm trying to just, yeah, it just goes back to the lack consciousness. And when you think of it in that way, it kind of puts it into perspective, like how easy it really is just by healing the upsets within you, and then you start attracting your good. And the way we do that is through the use of the mirror exercise. And, you know, it's just a really simple tool I learned from my teachers, my twin flame teachers, Jeff and Shalia. And you just use this to heal. And, you know, and not only that, was I experiencing this with, you know, financially, but I also connected it to other areas of my life where I did not feel like I was, or I felt like my good was being taken by someone else, you know, like my twin flame. I felt like somebody else had the power to take my twin flame away from me, and that's completely false. You know, each one of us, we were given, like, you know, your good is your divine birthright. And God can't give it to you if you're constantly telling yourself that you're not deserving of it, or that you're not worthy of it. You've got to feel into your feelings and feel that you are worthy and that you are abundant, and you're completely worthy of your good. It's really, really simple. You just raise your vibration. And it's funny too, because I've been working on this block for quite some time. Well, not a long time, but I guess what I mean is there's different layers to it, right? You know, you peel back one layer, it's like an onion. You peel back one layer, and then another layer is exposed till eventually you get to the core of it and you dissolve it for good. But so I can really tell that I'm dissolving this block because I worked through another layer of it. I don't know that I'm at the core yet, but I did work through another layer of it. I want to say it was last week. And within the following day, I woke up and I was feeling really good because, you know, I healed the upsets and I experienced some upheaval. And then the next day I felt really good. And just within that day, I made like over $200 just in clients. Like, I just had clients flowing to me like effortlessly. So I recognized the upset. I mirrored it. I loved myself there. And then I surrendered it to God. And I just accepted where I was and loved myself. And then the following day, I just started and I still am. Like, I'm still attracting clients, and you know, like, I do channel dream guidance. I've received a channeled, you know, a client wanting a channel dream guidance done. So I don't know. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope that my little diagram and my little analogy works, because it always helps me. That's why when I'm working through things, you know, God gives me a visualization. And yeah, so I hope you like my little stick figures, and I hope this helped you too. And yeah, I just enjoy sharing with you guys, and I hope this helps, and I'll be back with more videos soon. So thank you for watching.